It's Friday night and we are in Reno, Nevada. Welcome to Smackdown Live. And we are kicking off this week's episode of Smackdown Live with money. The $1 million man, Ted DiBiase, with briefcase in hand. And does that briefcase say $1 million? Well, I hope that briefcase is for me, considering I still have not completed the $1 million challenge. Help in the comment section below. But Ted DiBiase has been scouting SmackDown superstars week in, week out here on the Blue brand. And maybe, just maybe, that briefcase is why. DiBiase kicks off SmackDown, but what does he have to say? $1 million plus the $1 million championship. Why didn't he call me? Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I recover from that bombshell by Ted DiBiase, the master of the 619, Rey Mysterio, will be in action tonight after his victory over Reno at WWE Fastlane. Mysterio features in our main event and he goes one-on-one with the Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. Welcome back to SmackDown Live, and we are being joined by the very nuts Eric Young. He's nuts. Come on. You know it. I know it. He's nuts. And he's even more nuts if he thinks he is the toughest and most extreme superstar on the roster. And I think the Rhino disagrees too. The Man Beast has hit the ring and clearly taken an objection to the claims of Eric Young. Yes, Eric Young performed incredibly at WWE Fastlane. Him and Dean Ambrose knocked lumps out of each other. But the most extreme? Well, let's let an ECW original decide that. And I'm just getting word that this is an Extreme Rules match. Anything goes. Eric Young on the offense, but the Man Beast, who would like to recover from that loss at Fastlane to Rey Mysterio, picks up and sends TKO after dazing the very nuts Eric Young. He hates it when people call him crazy, hates it even more so when people call him nuts. Let's call him nuts in the chat. Do it. He won't know he's wrestling. As Rhino sends Eric Young headfirst into the turnbuckle. Oh, Rhino went for a clothesline but missed it, and Young with a drop kick. And look, in all seriousness, Eric Young managed to fight out of being a bloodied mess at Fastlane against Dean Ambrose. It was a bloodbath, and they fought throughout the entire arena. They fought from state to state, and it was Eric Young who picked up the victory by putting Dean Ambrose through a table with that elbow drop. But I still question whether or not he is the most extreme superstar on the blue brand, and clearly Rhino thinks the same. And Rhino grabs Eric Young by the neck, picks him up, tried to snap the arm, but Eric Young too quick and escapes. I mean, that's a lot of the reason why people think he's crazy, for the constant attacks to Dean Ambrose. The way the two, in fact both lunatics, fought throughout each arena, each night on Smackdown. But he is tough, I'll give him that. And now Young choking down the man-beast, and if he did knock off Rhino tonight, well, maybe he's beginning to back up those claims. Knee to the face by Eric Young. I can smell him from here. Good God. But Rhino, oh, great escape by Eric Young, who doesn't take too well to the fans here in Reno. Probably because they can smell him too. Went for the elbow, did Eric Young, but Rhino put the brakes on. Knee to the face by the man-beast, and the man-beast with a clothesline, and he can end it at any second with a gore. Oh. And Rhino in a hard-fought contest with Rey Mysterio at Fastlane, who does feature in our main event tonight. And if you do enjoy Universe Mode, make sure you do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell turned on, as the action spills to the outside. And this is an Extreme Rules match. Anything goes, and Rhino, Rhino bringing some steel into play, a steel chair. And Young, very familiar with steel chairs after the constant battles with Dean Ambrose, but Rhino went to clock Eric Young with that chair, but Young managed to put a stop to that, and the chair now on the concrete floor. Young evaded the initial attempt, and then drives Rhino face first into the ring apron. And now, God, relentless on the unforgiving concrete floor, and back into the ring comes Rhino. Rhino is as extreme as it gets. Oh, God almighty. Oh, shot after shot by Eric Young to Rhino. Now drags Rhino. What's Eric Young looking for now? Oh no, perched up. Oh, but he missed it. Rhino got out the way. Rhino scoops up, and that chair cracked across the chest and the back of Rhino. Sits precariously in the ring, and a knee to the gut of Eric Young. And Young, oh boy, he might just get a taste of his own medicine. Oh! A taste. Big old gulp of steel chair. But Young valiantly kicks out. I'm not sure whether or not, when Eric Young said he was the most extreme, he expected anybody in the back to come out and challenge that claim, but Rhino did. And Young has not had long to recover from that grueling contest with Dean Ambrose at Fastlane. Eric Young holding his own against Rhino. A pin. 1, 2. Oh, Man Beast kicks out at 2. Now, Eric Young heads to the outside. And it looks like Young bringing more weaponry into play. A kendo stick. Oh, goodness. Lashings from that kendo stick from Eric Young to Rhino. Now drags Rhino to the corner. And Young begins to unload big shots from Eric Young. He picks up that kendo stick again. His choice of weapon now choking the life out of the Man Beast. Now picking up where he left off, but with a camel clutch, and look at the fingers and the pulling on the face, finger in the eye. Not nice. Not nice at all, but you wouldn't expect anything else from Eric Young. But Rhino finds a way to escape. And Rhino takes up and down and drops Eric Young on the back of his neck. Brute force and sheer power being used by the Man Beast to get himself back into this match. And Young now using the ropes to pull himself up. Oh, God almighty. Wow. Thunderous kendo stick shot, and how on earth Eric Young is getting up from that, I don't know. And Eric Young responds with a shot of his own, this time to the gut of Rhino. What a contest to kick off SmackDown Live. Oh! GORE! Can you believe that? Rhino got up and gored the kendo stick out of the clutch of Eric Young, and instead of going for a pin, oh dear God, Rhino wants some wood. A table being brought into play. A GORE and now a table from Rhino, and Eric Young is left crumpled in the corner, and Rhino now with the boot right into the throat of Eric Young, and he may regret the claim that he is the most extreme superstar in the SmackDown locker room. Rhino says that's all, comes forward. Oh, Young, a little rather low, but oh, anything goes. Super kick right on the jaw. And Young still in this match, and oh no, the table brought into play by Rhino. Now, oh my God, Dean Ambrose! Dean Ambrose! Dirty deeds! Dean Ambrose clearly with unfinished business with Eric Young. And now Rhino has no idea what has just happened. He was out, then up against the table. Young back up, but for how long? The Man Beast sends Eric Young against the table. Rhino says, come on. Young is not coming back for more. Now he does. GORE! Wah wah wee wah! 1, 2, 3. Rhino defeats Eric Young and give an assist to Dean Ambrose. By God, Ambrose returns to SmackDown Live after Fastlane with the dirtiest of deeds to Eric Young. But then watch this. pull your pants up because you might just wet yourself. Gore! The sickest of gores, leaving Eric Young in a woody mess. 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Reno.
The man beast, Reno, bounces back with a win after that defeat to Rey Mysterio at WWE Fastlane. And I think all I can really say is this: gore, gore, gore. Whew. Wow, what a night it's been thus far, and there is the monster among men. You see, he was busted wide open by Evolution, and running into the world's champion Drew McIntyre. The Strowman not interested in McIntyre, quite possibly because he has Evolution to deal with. Strowman on the hunt for Ric Flair, Batista, Randy Orton, and the game Triple H. But right now, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, who this past week on Raw put Becky Lynch on the shelf indefinitely. Becky Lynch is injured and the women's champion taking a severe beating from Baszler. And the referee signals for the bell to get our second contest underway. The ring now clear of wood, thank God, as Shayna Baszler picks up where she left off, putting a beat down on a woman in the women's division. This time it's Dana Brooke. Baszler has been fighting many weeks on both brands. She seems fearless of any competitor or any challenge, and she is now the #1 contender for the Women's Championship at WrestleMania. And Charlotte this past week felt firsthand what it's like to be face to face with the Queen of Spades. Unfortunately, Becky Lynch now injured. I mean, things go from bad to worse for Becky Lynch, losing that #1 contendership, which she earned winning the 15 Women's Royal Rumble match. But roll through Dana Brooke, referee, 1. Baszler escapes. Becky Lynch not only losing the #1 contendership to Baszler, now injured by Shayna Baszler. Let's focus on the action at hand as Baszler drops Dana Brooke on the back of her neck, and imagine if Dana Brooke could spring a surprise upset tonight. It could put a real spanner in the works for Baszler, but Baszler clearly in control and in command. I mean, minimal offense thus far from Dana Brooke, and look at the stiff shots to the face of Dana Brooke, rearranging the face. A snap suplex, float over, pin. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. And Baszler ties up Brooke again. Brooke not being given any room to catch her breath, but Dana Brooke fights back and swinging neckbreaker. Will it swing the momentum in favour of Brooke? Comes forward, went for a forearm. Oh! Big kick, and the referee wisely checking on Dana Brooke. I'm not sure whether this match can go on much longer. Oh no, no. Baszler could care less. Look at that, the elbow, the point of the elbow to the forehead of Dana Brooke, and our official needs to keep a good eye on this now, because this is troublesome. Brooke could be on the injured list just like Becky Lynch at this rate. Gut wrench after gut wrench, and Baszler says get up. She wants competition. Oh no. Guillotine clutch applied. And choking the life out of Dana Brooke. How much longer can she withstand this? Not much. She taps out. And Baszler claims another victim. And this is how she did it. That kick. Well, the referee had to step in at that point. Had to check on Dana Brooke, but he let the match continue. Maybe he shouldn't, because it went from bad to worse. A guillotine clutch locked around the back of the neck and choking, squeezing the life out of Dana Brooke, who was forced to tap out. There you see it, referee calling the match off. Dana Brooke taps, and Baszler with the victory.
Here is your winner, Shayna Baszler.
The momentum continues to build for Shayna Baszler on the road to WrestleMania. Will the Queen of Spades become the Queen of the Women's Division? Shayna Baszler wants competition. And next week, she's got it. Here on Friday Night Smackdown, Christian, our general manager, has made this official. It will be the Queen of Spades versus the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, next week on SmackDown Live. Welcome back, and what a night it's been in Reno thus far. And now it's time for your main event.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Punjab, India, weighing in at 238 pounds, Jinder Mahal.
The Maharaja, Jinder Mahal, in action in our main event. He looks to pick up the wins in one-on-one action after not quite the best of runs in the tag team division as part of the glorious Maharaja. Jinder Mahal questionable of his efforts when teaming with Bobby Roode, but that tag team is no more since the brand split. And Jinder Mahal in one-on-one action tonight. He wants to get off on winning ways, but that is easier said than done when you're going up against the master of the 619, Rey Mysterio. Listen to the boos for Jinder Mahal, but they soon turn to cheers as we hear the booyakah of Rey Mysterio. And Rey Mysterio defeating Reno, who was in action earlier tonight, him picking up the victory against Eric Young, the master of the 619.
And his opponent from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
Let's get it going in the chat, hashtag 619. And also, if you're watching on demand, hashtag 619 in the comments section below. Rey Mysterio, thunderous reception from the fans here in Reno. And he features in our main event. Who you got? Mahal or Mysterio? And the referee signals for the bell to get our main event underway. No, Jinder went for the knee, but Rey Mysterio puts the brakes on. And Mahal still using the strength to take Rey Mysterio to the corner. Rey Mysterio, so quick, so fast, finds a way to escape. And now Mysterio slap to the chest of Jinder Mahal, and look at that speed and athleticism. Mahal holds his chest after that drop kick. Rey Mysterio has been very impressive since being drafted to the Blue Brand, making his return to in-ring action. And spiked Jinder Mahal with a DDT, and the crowd on their feet. Forcing back Jinder Mahal. Mahal hits the ropes, stumbles, staggers into the ropes, and sent off the ropes, ducks underneath. Goes Rey Mysterio, Hurricane Rana. And Jinder Mahal is being pinged around the ring like a ping pong. He just is. And now, Mysterio is about to unload, but Mahal finally gets a grip of the situation, and a shoulder tackle takes down Rey Mysterio, and now forcing the knee into the throat, and then backs off and just takes a look at the damage that he's done. Boot to the midsection by Jinder. Butterfly suplex perfectly executed. Just a 1 count for Jinder Mahal. And just to touch on the glorious Maharaja, which is no more, never really felt like Jinder Mahal was all that invested in being a tag team partner. Bobby Roode left on his own at times while Jinder rested on the outside. Didn't feel like Jinder was there as part of that tag team. So it may be best that he is now going it alone as part of the brand split, and a stun gun dropping Rey Mysterio across that top rope, throat first, and now putting the boot to very aggressive Jinder Mahal here tonight on Friday Night Smackdown in our main event. Rey Mysterio sent up and down, and Mysterio got out of the way. Russian leg sweep by Ray. You can't take your eyes off Rey Mysterio for 1 second. Just ask Reno. He knows firsthand, because if you do, you're likely to get caught with a 6-1-9. 1, 2. Mahal kicks out at 2, still in this contest, which has been a close one. It's not all been Rey Mysterio. Jinder has held his own. Big shot by Rey Mysterio and a forearm. Went for the drop kick, but DDT after Mahal swatted Rey Mysterio away, and very close to claiming the victory. Rey Mysterio got dumped head first into the mat, and now applying the pressure is Jinder Mahal. Crowd in Reno definitely not behind Jinder Mahal. Fireman's carry by Rey Mysterio. Dumps Jinder on the outside, and Mysterio calling up Jinder Mahal. Referee starts the count. If I was Jinder Mahal, I just would not turn around. Don't do it. Don't do it, Jinder. Don't do it. No! And that's why. Rey Mysterio from the inside to the out. Beautiful poetry in motion from Rey Mysterio. The referee up to the count of 4, but Mysterio brings back in Jinder Mahal. And now Mysterio already on the move, perched on the top rope. Blink and you're missing. Mahal up. Mysterio, this time no. Mahal knew where Mysterio had gone, and now Jinder Mahal wants Rey Mysterio up. Jinder, big knee. Could have him. 1, 2. And Mysterio pinged the shoulder up, only just. Very close match for your main event. Who you got? Mysterio or Mahal? As Jinder Mahal opens up on Rey Mysterio, who's reeling after he crashed and burned. And that is the issue when you're a risk taker like Rey Mysterio. But again, Mysterio says this time, and this time he does connect a headbutt. Very unorthodox by Rey Mysterio, but it paid off. And now Mysterio, oh, 1, 2, some new tricks in the gloves of Rey Mysterio. He's showing great strength too, not just speed and quickness. And the master of the 619 double foot stomp makes Jinder sit up, and the kick puts him back down. Mysterio with a chop. Mahal all over the place at the moment, groggy, but went to fire back. Didn't succeed, and now Mysterio sends Mahal off the ropes. Hurricane Rana, and if he was groggy, well, he's going to be a daze right now. Went for the chop. Now Mahal stops him in his tracks, slams him down, grabs the leg, sign of desperation from Jinder Mahal, but desperately close, and Jinder holds his head trying to clear the cobwebs. Referee takes a look on Rey Mysterio, and Jinder now submission smart move by Jinder Mahal, making sure that Mysterio could not get to his feet. Pulling the mask, using the leverage from the mask, but Mysterio did not like that and got straight back up, and the kicks. The kicks stopped by Jinder Mahal. Mahal sends Rey Mysterio off the ropes, and the elbow right on the jaw could break the jaw. That could, and Mahal needs to slow things down instead. That could be all. 1, 2. Mysterio. And Jinder can complain all he wants. It was a 2. It was only 2. The match continues, but for how long? Mysterio in trouble. Stops the punch from Jinder Mahal and stumbles back against the ropes. You don't want to be there against Rey Mysterio, because he's only a 619 away from victory. And Mahal back to his feet. He doesn't know. Splash from Mysterio. 1, 2, 3. Rey Mysterio defeats Jinder Mahal. Here's how he did it. Unbelievable high flying from Rey Mysterio earlier in the match, but at this point it looked like Jinder Mahal was about to score the victory. A pin, and watch, Mysterio barely gets the shoulder up. But then this, the 619, and then the springboard splash to give Mysterio the win.
Here is your winner, Rey Mysterio.
Another victory for Rey Mysterio on the blue brand. Mysterio is back, and he's back with a bang. And the crowd here in Reno and the WWE Universe love it. And Mysterio wants a mic. What's this about? Wow, what a way to close Smackdown Live. Rey Mysterio issuing the challenge to the World's Champion Drew McIntyre. He wants McIntyre at WrestleMania.